Coach, just an update on Chance and Donovan.
Donnie had cramps, so he should be fine. Chance has a grade 1 ankle sprain. So I don't know day to day. Hopefully he can play by the weekend.
Davion Hill wasn't on the bench?
Yeah, he's home right now. It's a family matter, but he'll be back. But he's fine, just a private family matter.
Well, just how pleased were you, especially in the first half, while the guys played?
And I was extremely pleased because I felt like we played it was a total team effort. We executed offensively, we executed defensively. Our conversion game was good. I mean, I thought we played a complete half, and when something was working, we stuck with it. When something wasn't working, we kind of adjusted. I was very pleased, not just the first half, but for the most of the game. We had a little bit of stretch there in the second half where when we were up by 24, we made a couple subs and we kind of relaxed a little bit. But there's a lot to build off of today.
And it can be a shock to a team when a guy like Chance goes out, but the bench came right in and picked the slack up.
Yeah, it did. It started with Rafe. He was great. NJ was really good. Cesar gave us some quality minutes. I'm not sure who else was over there, but our bench really picked us up and played a nice game in general, and was very productive. And I think guys tried to play to their strength. And when we do that, we have a very deep team.
Coach, last year you said the growing pains of your collective team not having a lot of experience on this level, some of you guys try to get through. So far, they look pretty good. They look like the chemistry's growing. How do you feel about what you've seen from practice now that it's translating to the court?
Well, yeah, I mean, last year is two different things. I would love it if no one ever asked me about last year. I mean, it doesn't mean anything. But this year's team is off to a good start in regards to their chemistry. And a lot of it has to do with Matt Lee. Tonight he had 9 assists, 4 turnovers. The other game he had 8 to 1 or 7 to 1. So you got a guy that's going to get you 8, 9, 10 a game. That's going to help. And then we've decided to go with this small ball lineup, and that basically puts Donnie out there as like a point forward, whatever you want to call him. And so we can really create for one another, and really good decision makers and good passers. And so I was pleased with our chemistry, but also our defensive chemistry. We really helped each other. We were assignment correct. And we got some returners, and we should do those things. We did some of those things in the first game, but we made some mistakes that cost us in that game. And tonight, we made mistakes, but they weren't the same mistakes that we made against West Virginia, and so that's why we won.
The guys are talking about those mistakes, West Virginia. Just what do you see differently from this team tonight compared to the one that played a week ago?
Yeah, I mean, starters first 3 minutes of the second half. That's where we lost the game at West Virginia. We came out of the halftime not ready to go, and tonight we did it, but we punched back this time, and that's what the first 3 minutes of the second half is the most important time of any game, and so for starters, I think that, and then I thought we executed a lot better in the half court offense here, in which we didn't against West Virginia. We allowed their physicality and their size to stop us from doing what we have been practicing, but our guys did a good job tonight, not making some of the same mistakes.
Coach, talk about shutting down their outside game. It looked like you did some things defensively to kind of screw with their heads a little bit.
Well, we tried to stay home on as many three-point shooters as possible and see if they could beat us from 2. And I don't know if that's their strength, right? Their strength is the three-point line, and we were assignment correct, and we were tough, especially on the ball. We defended without fouling, especially in the first half, and then we rebounded down. So our guys were really locked in, dialed in from the get-go, and that's because of the level of respect we have, for Oral Roberts. That team's been to 2 out of 3 NCAA tournaments, and one of those is a Sweet 16, and I think that's our second win against them the last 3 years, and so we have respect for them, and we just followed the game plan.
So with this win tonight, you guys are going to head into the weekend, right, going down to the Caribbean. So Rafe talked about how he realized this year's a true business trip, right? You have to have a different mentality. What do you see about this team going into that tournament?
Yeah, we need to take it one game at a time. I'm glad our guys are excited about going and they have that mentality. I just want us to get better. I'm not overly concerned about this MTE. Come mid-February, March, no one's going to care about this MTE. So I just want us to have good practice leading up to the first game, take it one game at a time. I want us to play a complete game. I want us to play the right way. If we continue to average 15 assists and 7 turnovers. We continue to average 40 rebounds. Those things are going to help us. And then we got to clean up some things like our free throw shooting, continue to clean up our offensive execution, maybe get healthy, get Chance back. So we still got some areas to grow, but you know, I've been doing this now for, I consider, a long time, and I'm just focused on trying to beat Florida Gulf Coast, to be honest. I mean, I don't think they're going to be, it won't be a selection show if we win the MTE.
Alston, we know he can score. He picks up the slack from when Chance goes out. Just what are you noticing different from him now that he's got Matthew Lee in there taking most of the ball handling, and how has that freed up Alston to play just kind of the way he wants to?
I mean, he doesn't have to handle the ball. I mean, he doesn't get tired, you know. I mean, you know, he's got it. Last year he had to handle the ball and shoot the ball. This year he gets to pass it to the rim, and he's good at that. And, you know, he'll be a guy that averages close to 20 a game, and all of that is because Matt is back, and Matt can handle the ball for majority of the game, and that really frees up Alston to play his natural position, which is a combo. But Alston can handle it as well a little bit, and that was even a mistake that we made as a staff against West Virginia, not late in the shot clock. Alston needs the ball late in the shot clock. Matt needs it early. And so tonight what you saw was us get it to Alston late in the shot clock, and, you know, good things happen when he gets the ball. But he doesn't need to be the primary handler because it makes him tired. But right now he's focused on scoring.
Leading rebounder, too, tonight.
That's good. He should rebound down. That's good. 80% of them come underneath the net.
I know it won't still show up on the stat sheet, but Damian Mayo Jr. was hustling his brains out. A lot of great saves going out of bounds, diving on the floor. What do you say about that guy who really, you know, has kind of earned the respect of his teammates by doing all the dirty work?
Yeah, and he's earned the respect of the coaching staff. You know, Mayo is, you know, he's very valuable, and they don't make him like Mayo. He's a great man, number one. Number two, he's an ultimate team player. He's really good at basketball. He does all the little things, and, you know, I probably coach him a little too hard, but, you know, he was probably the most valuable guy on the floor tonight. Obviously, Donnie had a great night statistically, Alston, and some other guys, but Mayo, he does a lot, and he guards a lot of different positions. He talks. You know, if you ever get a chance to watch practice, you see he's the loudest guy in practice. He's just such a valuable asset. He's a winner. You know, he impacts winning, and you know, we need a few more Mayos on our team.
What about NJ's performance? Probably his best in a Bears uniform so far. We see the body change a little bit from last season to now. Just how much of a different player is he, and kind of go into the first full year where he's going to be relied upon heavily?
I thought he played a nice game tonight, especially in the first half. NJ still has some room to grow, but I think, you know, coming back from West Virginia, I probably sent him a message in practice, and I think he heard it loud and clear. And I think tonight his approach was great, and he still has to get a little stronger around the rim. He's got to get more physical on the glass, but he's going to get better all year long. You know, he has the capabilities of really turning into a pretty dominant guy down there, but he just needs a little more, you know, days underneath his belt. And but I thought tonight he took a step in the right direction in regards to growth. He was ready to go. He did some things that we tried to emphasize the last couple of days, like screening, you know, getting position, getting out of ball screens better, you know, being quicker to his decision making. Just some things that we continue to work on. But like all of our guys, he's very coachable, and he's going to continue to improve. Spoon, you got a question, Spoonie? No question back there? I'll tell your dad you didn't ask me anything.
Coach, right, West Virginia, and tonight you said, right, the first 3 minutes of the second half, right, you lost it once, you got it back. How do you guys, I mean, do you change your approach? What do you guys do to make sure, in this tournament, the next 3 minutes of the second half are going to be the best ones?
Well, we practice something called middle eight every day. Last four of the first half, first four of the second. So we just have to keep emphasizing it. And, the start of halves is a tricky thing. There's a method to the madness. And for us, obviously we want to start off defensively by getting stops. So maybe you made an adjustment of how you covered something. Well, you got to be able to go out there and execute that. Then offensively, the thing that normally happens is you get stagnant, right? Because you were flying high in the first half, then you got that break. And so what we got to do is not be stagnant to start the half. And I don't think it'll be a problem for the whole year. It's just something that we've improved on it already from one game to the next. But we'll continue to emphasize it, practice it, and just make sure we have the right guys out there.